guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a tutorial on this look right here. I just decided to do more cool tones because on this channel I tend to do a lot of warm tones. So I decided to do something a little bit more cool toned. I definitely love the way that this came out. So if you guys are interested on how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this color right here, which is a cool tone, like light brown. And I'm going to take that on a MAC 221 brush, and I'm going to blend that back and forth in my crease and use it as a transition color. So I'm just going to be going back and forth in my crease, just really building that color in circular motions. I already primed my eyelid with MAC Soft Ocher paint pot. So again, I'm just dipping back into that color. And just going back and forth until I build it to the intensity that I want. I'm also bringing the color up just below my brow bone, or my eyebrows, and then I'm also just flicking whatever's left on the brush outwards. So I'm doing the same thing to my other eye. Just applying that color. The color, by the way, is called Wedge by MAC. Now, just because I'm using all MAC products doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be using the same products that I'm using. I'm sure if you're watching this video, we're all makeup lovers, so we are all going to have similar colors in like different companies and stuff. So don't think that just because I have this, you have to have it too. You could definitely look through your makeup collection and find similar colors. So I'm just taking that 221 by MAC, the brush, and doing the same thing I did on the other side to this eye. I'm doing back and forth windshield wiper motions, and at the same time I'm doing upward circular motions. I want to keep the color really in my crease and a little bit upwards as well. I don't really want it too much on my lid. And I'm just going to continue to dip into that color and just build it until it's dark enough. What's really cool about this eye look as well is it's good for any skin tone. As long as you prime your eyelids, which is super important, and really give yourself a blank canvas to work off of, this eye look will suit you as well. This color I'm going to be taking from the palette is this color right here, and this color I believe is Blackberry from MAC. It's Haux. Just kidding. So that is a cool tone purple. It's more of like a mauve color. We're definitely going with cool tones here today. And I'm taking that same 221 and I'm going to be applying that color pretty close to what we just did. I'm going to keep it just a little bit lower into the crease, whereas before we were going up. I'm going to keep this a little bit lower. And again, I'm just doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. And I'm just going to continue to sit and build the color. It's just a lot of blending. Obviously, any eye look is going to call for a lot of blending. Especially when it comes to cool tone colors, I feel like if you don't blend correctly, they can all start to look like the same color. So, just keeping it low, focusing it more now in this inner corner. you are going to realize that you are going to get a little bit of color on the lid, but that's okay, because if you watched my last video, I taught you how to kind of take back that lid space once you know, go on top of it and take it away a little bit with like other colors. So we'll go back in and take back some of that lid space a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to be taking is this color right here, and it's a really pretty burgundy cranberry color. MAC actually just came out with this recently. It's called I'm Into It. And again, I'm still taking the same brush, so we're not having to switch up to a million different brushes in this one. So I'm dipping back in with that brush and dipping into that cranberry color. Now, for this color, we're going to be focusing it more in the V and lower in the crease. So I'm not going to really be blending it up. I'm just going to be keeping it really low. So, ooh. Again, I'm just going to be doing like quick back and forth motions to deposit the color, and then bring it in little by little. So as you see, I'm not doing really big motions because I'm trying to concentrate the color in one area. So I'm also holding the brush a little bit closer to the ferrule. The reasoning for this too is because I'm working in such a small area. I want to make sure that I'm really I really have control over my brush. When you hold the brush at the further end, it's better for blending, it's better for diffusing, but when you're concentrating in a certain area and you really want to keep the color there, make sure you hold it closer to the ferrule. So again, I'm just adding the color and then blending it into the crease a little bit more. Just like that. And I'm doing more tapping motions rather than windshield wiper motions. Once I kind of get the color where I want it to be is when we'll start diffusing it a little bit. Now I'm not bringing the color in like we were before, I'm really just focusing it right here in this area. And I'm dipping back in and really just building that color in that outer crease, or the outer V. Don't forget to bring it out a little bit, and don't do that right off the bat. Remember, distribute your products, distribute your color, and then flick out whatever's left on the brush. You never realize how hard it is to like explain something on camera to you guys and like do it at the same time. Like I give YouTubers so much credit because it's something you definitely have to get used to, and I'm still new to this world. Like I do this every day at work, but it's like different because I don't know, it's just like on somebody else most of the time, and a lot of times like I'm just helping guide them through it versus like actually like doing it and like still having to make sure everything's blending properly and it looks good while explaining exactly what I'm doing to you guys. So I'm getting used to it though. Okay, so once you have the color, you can always add a little bit more or less. It's really up to what you guys want it to look like. I'm going for a little bit of a dramatic look, but nothing like too dramatic, you know what I mean? But I just definitely wanted to do a little bit more of like a cool tone look because I feel like I have a tendency of uploading more warm tone looks than cool tone. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an option. I'm doing the same thing to the other crease, the other outside V section. I call this the V section. So this is your V section, this is your crease, and then you have your upper crease, your middle crease, like your regular, like the actual crease itself, and then the V section. So we're focusing the product on the V section again. Okay, so next we are going to be taking Prep and Prime MAC 24-hour base primer, and I'm going to be taking my MAC 242 brush, and I'm just going to be taking just a little bit of that and swiping it onto my lid. The reason I'm doing this is because we are going to be going into the Basic Bitch palette by MAC, and I'm going to be taking one of the colors from that palette and applying it onto my lid. And this is just going to really help get that pigment from it. So, going into the Basic Bitch palette, I'm going to be taking this color right here. It's really pretty. It has like a iridescent purple to it. So, taking that 242 again. And I just, ooh, that is really pretty. So I'm just going to be tapping it onto my eye, into that lid space. Just really packing on that color. Wow, that is so pretty. If you guys haven't already, I actually did a review on these palettes. I did it on the Basic Bitch and the Prissy Princess, but I didn't do a makeup look with the Basic Bitch palette. I just did a makeup look with the Prissy Princess palette. So I'll have that linked in the description bar below, so if you guys haven't checked it out, you can check it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 242 and MAC Fix Plus Spray, and I'm just going to spray it and then dip back into that eyeshadow. So that it really pops now. So we laid down a base, and now we're going back over it with the same eyeshadow and a little bit of Fix Plus to really make it pop. Basic Bitch palette is really, really pretty. What's really funny is like there's nothing really basic about like the palette itself. It actually has really, really pretty colors. When I think basic, I think like my palette. My palette that I created with MAC. Like, I feel like this is like super basic, like warm tones, and I feel like it doesn't look anything like this. So, I don't really think there's anything basic about it. I think it's like more smoky, like more like a smoky eye. Maybe that's why they called it basic. But anyways, so I'm just going to continue to build that color on my lid. Dude, could you imagine going to the gym like this? Like, hey. I'm just gonna, lift some weights.
Hey, today. I'm just gonna be a bad bitch.
Just sit here and lift some weights. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to be taking my INGLOT number 77 black gel liner and a MAC 266 angled brush, and I'm going to do a wing liner off camera, and then I'll be back. Now I'm going to be taking Costa Reach by MAC. It's an eye kohl, and I'm just going to put this in my waterline. Oops. This is a really, really pretty, like, it's not like a dark brown, like a doo-doo brown. It's like, it has more of like an orange undertone to it. It's really, really pretty for anyone with like hazel eyes or brown eyes, even like green eyes. This is really, really pretty on. Any of those like earthy colors. Wow, it just made my face wet. And then next, I'm going to be going in to this palette one more time, and I'm going to be taking that Haux color on a MAC 219, which is a pencil brush. And I'm just going to smoke out my bottom lash line a little bit. Oh, my eyes really just started watering. Wow. For my eye shape, I don't really like to bring in the eyeshadow all the way in. I kind of like to stop right in the middle, right there. You guys can definitely bring it in if you want a more dramatic look. But for my eye shape, I just feel like it makes my eyes look really, really round. And I want them to look a little bit more almond and cat-eyed. So I'm not going to bring it in all the way. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I just got really congested out of nowhere. Every time I do like my eyeshadow, this always happens to me, guys. Okay. Ooh. Alright, and then we're going to go into this color right here, which is called Deep Dancin'. Got my eye brush all wet. And I'm just going to smoke out that lash line again. And I'm just going to keep this more on the outside. I'm not going to really go too far in with it. Just like that. Okay. And the last step is I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which you already know I love this. And I already applied it to the top of my lashes, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the bottom. I'm not going to apply a lot. If you guys wanted to make this a more dramatic look, you guys could totally go ahead and add false lashes. This will really, really make it pop a little bit more. But for me, I'm just gonna wear mascara today. For some reason, my eyes just want water right now. No idea why. Every time I wear this mascara, it's literally one of my favorite mascaras. I get so many people ask me if I'm wearing false lashes when I'm not. So if you guys are looking for a mascara that gives you a lot of volume, I'm sure everyone else raves about it. You guys already know, but this is definitely one of my favorite mascaras. Alright, so the eyes are completed. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to line my lips with Plum Lip Liner by MAC, and then I'm going to be going in with a liquid lipstick. I haven't decided which one yet, but I'm going to go in with the liquid lipstick. I have to grab it because I'm dirty. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Prep and Prime lip on my lips. And I'm going to be using, like I said, Plum Lip Liner by MAC. I'm going to line it. So when you guys do this at home, I like to fill in my corners as well as a little bit more of my lip and then leave the middle kind of like empty to give it more of an ombre look. It's a really good trick for someone who has smaller lips like I do and you want the illusion of bigger, fuller lips. So next I'm going to be taking MAC Cafe Chic. It is their Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over. But yeah, so this completes the look. This is the look right here. I definitely wanted to go for more of a cool tone look, so that's why we went with like purples and we kept it very cool tone. This is a really, really pretty look for the fall. I just kind of realized that as I was doing it. It's just hard for me to think that we're in fall time, like it's considered fall here in Florida because it's still hot as shit outside. It's so hot outside. So, but this is a really, really pretty look that you can definitely do for the fall time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll put it here, here, or here, here. I don't know where it is, but don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys!